What's good, guys? You're on to the link up. Another amazing, fantastic episode. See, amazing, fantastic. Yeah, it's because of the artist. He is absolutely talented, and either you like it or not, I don't care. Is one of my favorite artists. Yes, I said it. They always say, "Oh, almost everybody's your favorite. Everybody's your favorite artist. Everybody." But I always give different reasons as to why these guys are my favorite artists. And this artist, vocally, is nothing you've heard. I promise you, for free. Like even when he's just messing around, I'm like, God damn, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's E Major. How you
Hey,
feeling, my brother?
I'm feeling all right,
What's
man.
up, bro?
Hey,
Woo!
ooh, oh, you
I'm
did it,
sorry. I'm
man.
sorry.
Come
I'm
on,
sorry. I'm
man.
sorry.
Oh, come on, dog.
I'm
Man,
sorry. It's nice to finally have you here. You're
thank
supposed
you.
to be here like 60 trillion years ago.
Yeah,
No, it's okay.
yeah, is that right?
Yes.
Mic check, man.
No, we can hear you
Oh,
clearly.
okay, good, good.
Yeah, so you were supposed to be here like 60 billion trillion years ago.
No doubt, man. But look at it. I
Look,
just been busy, doing lots of different things. But thank God we're here finally. So
doing things like women.
no,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
not that I don't like women. I'm just making that clear. It's just that I've been busy with work, my occupation,
Which would be
music. Yeah.
cool.
So,
I mean, I always have birds around me and they're always whispering stuff.
was that
So
right?
people tell me, or
Uh,
some people have mentioned that,
uh,
it's not just music.
was that? Yeah. It's not just music that I do. I have other occupations as well.
Like what?
So I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm, into nursing homes, medical field, real estate as
Which
well. So
the real estate is fine. It's the nursing to music.
yeah,
And it's not one of those, oh, nursing to music. Oh, it has always been my passion, and then the person sounds like shit.
yeah.
Is you actually sound good.
Thank you,
How
sir.
did you end up in that side and this side at the same time?
I mean, it's at the end of the day, hospice business or hospice or medical business is something that every one of us, we need or always going to need, as you get older or, if you
So
have,
you got into it for money?
oh, I mean, everybody hopes to get paid for what they do.
Yeah.
However, but, I got into it for the passion of it because, my dad, is also diabetic and stuff. So, I mean, just from taking care of him and stuff, helped me to see the compassion in all the people that actually have those needs and stuff, different types of needs, medical needs. So I have a facility that takes
So
care
which
of.
would you say is a greater passion?
I think it's different rewards. Really, music. It's rewarding in a different way because from a creative perspective and from songwriting, from the music production, and then from delivery perspective, like you were just saying, singing.
Hmm.
I mean, it gives a different vibe and it gives different you know feeling to it. But when you're helping someone, again. People listen to the songs like, oh yeah, man, I heard, this song touched me. These words that you said here, really spoke to me. It's like you're speaking to me, right? Stuff like that. So
Hmm.
that's gratifying, right? Now, when you look at, from a hospice, medical perspective, with people with different needs and stuff, now it often reminds me of, okay, keeps me humble to understand that look at these people in these situations, that need help. I'm here trying to help them, right? I mean, I'm not more beautiful than they are or better looking or whatever. God actually, kept me, so it keeps me humble that I'm able to help them out. So it's different types of gratification, but they're both just do pretty much the same thing. So
Yeah, he's also intelligent. All right, so let's talk about your music.
yes, sir.
I want to sort of the background. Let's touch on the background,
Sure.
not the generally accepted or the management cooked up answer for some of these questions. The honest answer of getting into music in the first place,
Right.
and the real reason you decided, oh, you know what, I think I might sing at some point in my career. And if you ever did take a break, why? How are you back? You know, why are
Right.
you back? What's the thought process between all these decisions
Right.
and still ending up in music? Because I feel with how far you've gone as an entrepreneur.
Right.
You don't really need that. you know, all of that stuff. But that's just my perspective.
Right, right.
But these are decisions you've made about your own life.
That's
So
right.
walk me through from early childhood days and stuff.
Yes, yes. Well, music started for me. I think probably I can say it's a DNA thing because my parents can carry tunes. My brothers and sisters, I have nine siblings, eight siblings. They can all carry tunes. I'm just the only one that actually came out to say, "Yeah, I'm really gonna. I'm a better singer. I can understand notes and everything like that. My grandfather played guitar, so and he could sing as well. So I think that's where I got it from. So I could say music chose me. I didn't choose it, right? Because in my early days, I would listen to when I was a kid, Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, all these people just singing, and whatever they did, I would do it. I'm like, man, they carry one line, one, I'm like, wow, this is really good, and I'll do it. And I found myself able to do what they did, right? So from then on, singing at churches, you know what I mean? I did all that. I was in, band, a cappella group. I loved harmony. So, I mean, music has always been something that, um, as boys growing up, me and my guys, I used to have a group called Lace. It
Mm.
used to be Rolex, and then we turned it into Lace, because of how we laced it with our voices. So we called it
Was that
Lace.
really why, or or did it mean something else?
No, no.
No, no, no. I'm not even going down. Ah, come on, not
But
that line,
what
not
what
that
else you
line.
talking
No,
about,
no,
man?
no. Honestly, I wasn't even going that line.
Okay,
I
what
just
line did you
meant,
think I was saying?
it could be. I think you meant lace like drugs, but not that. No, I meant your kids. It could have been something very dumb,
Right.
like let's assume construct. I don't know,
Yeah. Nah.
something like that.
Yeah, nah, nah. It was actually because of the fact that we were able to, we loved harmonization. Everyone knew us, every street, this was in Enugu, that's our layout. You know what I mean? So everywhere we went, people were like, oh, look, the Lace, we're singing harmony every time, So that was a part of it. At this point, when I left the group, also I was playing in a Sound City band. I was a lead singer for Sound City band in Enugu. So we toured around Port Harcourt, playing for oil companies and stuff like that. So I
So
enjoyed it.
were you making money at the time?
I was making peanuts, but I was making
No, no,
money.
no. I'm not saying
Yeah,
comparing it to now. I'm
right.
saying at the time was
Yeah.
that enough to get to get by and
It wasn't even about the money because I mean, on another note, I mean, because how it is, the leader of the band wasn't really paying that much, but for me, it was about the music. When he called me, when he heard me at my mom's restaurant, because I used to serve him food, he's like, "Man, you can sing." It's like, come down, and sing for me. So I started working for him, right? So that's how it, and it's the same dude that Flavor worked for as well. Sound City
hmm,
Band, yeah, in Enugu. So it was
interesting.
after I left, to America that, Flavor Chinedu now started working for him. I remember because he used to, bring keyboards and stuff when we go out for tour. And, when we came back, he would bring it upstairs because he was learning how to play keyboard and drums at that time.
That's flavor.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyways, but for me, it was the gratification was the music, the fact that I could go in front of people and sing. I'm a live musician, person, so I just want to be out there and sing. So, and then from there, doing jingles. Uh, at one point, Two Face, he was in Enugu back then. He was doing jingles, I was doing my own jingles, and we were like, it was like rivals, but not
Really?
really spoken, like, yeah, man, he had this jingle. Oh man, I gotta do mine.
Ah, I see.
So stuff like that. So music has always been, a part of me. And then, of course, when I left, in America, I was also singing for churches and stuff like that and doing a lot of lead singing and leading the choir and all that. So as you can see, I've done platter of different things, over time with music, and it's all been about just for the satisfaction of the music. It's never been about anything. So to answer your question about, why would I come back, after all these things? Because it's really not about the money for me. Is because of the music, because it's in my veins, and I gotta let it out. I have to. It's like someone that's has the need for an
To
itch. Yeah, you got to itch it. So that's how it
scratch that
is.
itch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you moved to the US. We're still singing, but what was priority at the time?
My priority at that time was okay. I just don't want to come into the industry and just asking people to please sign me, please. I'm good. Help me, all that. My priority was just going to school and pursuing other things because I believe in being multifaceted. In the things that you do, right? So it's not just one thing. Music is a love. It's a passion. It's like the way I breathe, right? So it's definite. I know that it can never leave, right? So, but the other skills that I needed to learn, I don't have it. I didn't have it at this time, so I got to get it as well. So
Mm.
I went for it. Um, Studied economics, project management, finance. Worked for different Fortune 500 companies for a while. Didn't didn't really pan out in the sense that I didn't get that really gratification I was looking for because I couldn't really have time off like I wanted as I wanted because my bosses would take like 1 month off or 2 months off playing golf,
Mm.
while we're out there working. You get 2 weeks of vacation, right? You think you're getting paid like 6 figures income, but by the time you pay your taxes and insurance and everything, man, you got nothing, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm chasing my tail. I got to start my own business, right? So and that's when I went into nursing homes, and real estate and all that. Now I have the freedom to really do music the way I would want to, which is my first love, and come back into it, and doing it.
Now, all this is time, right?
True.
Time is everyone's enemy and some's best friend.
No doubt.
Very few, right? So you're making a comeback, or more so, a statement or an announcement of your presence. You have a record with Wanda Cole,
That's right.
which is absolutely fantastic,
Thank you.
right? But what did you feel at the time? Because all these artists have moved. Some have dropped, some have moved higher, some have excelled, some have dropped
Hmm.
again,
Hmm.
and all of that. It's just a lot of madness, and definitely you're keeping up with whatever's going on with
That's right.
music. Um, how did you feel going in, say, you know what, I'm gonna make music now. I'm gonna come back, do all this stuff. I'm funding myself. I'm doing whatever I have to do for
That's right.
myself to, really announce my presence. You're now singing with Fireboy and Oxlade.
Yeah.
Now you they sing with,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Let's understand that you made reference to um being in a band that Flavor joined later.
That's right.
You see where I'm going?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I'm talking age difference.
That's right.
I'm talking generational
That's
difference.
right.
I'm talking switch in music
No doubt.
acceptance patterns
Absolutely.
consistently. In the
That's
last
right.
5 years, it's changed 3 times,
No doubt.
right?
Hmm.
And you have to keep up.
That's right.
How do you go through all of these emotions, all of these understanding,
Yeah.
right? Still try to keep yourself, express yourself, and then be in this music space.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, I call myself. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're an artist." Hmm. Excuse me. I say, "Yeah, okay. Well, I think of myself as a musician
Mm.
because music, being a universal language, is also timeless. And as a musician, you can be a chameleon. It's a thing that you always you're able to assimilate. It goes through metamorphosis, and as you it's if you're going through metamorphosis with music, you also as a person, you find yourself, you have to be bendable.
Yeah.
You got to allow yourself to be bent.
Not a
You
lot
can't.
of people, not a lot
Right.
of people. I'm not gonna lie. Not a
Yeah.
lot of people have been able to cross that bridge.
That's right. I think it's a gift as well. Being able to, okay, well, understand music and understand that you have to grow. When you're caught up in the sense that, well, I got it, and I have it, and I don't want to learn anything else, then you're gonna stay the way you are. So, yes, I was gone for a while, and watching everything from the outside in, just looking, you
How did
know,
you feel?
I felt, I felt like, man, I gotta get in the ring. You know what
No,
I'm
no, no.
saying?
I feel like you're so politically correct and all of that.
Yeah.
No, bro. Look, I'm saying that you they see all these people where they blow,
Hmm.
right? To be fair and honest,
Yeah.
a lot of these guys don't have your vocal dexterity. I'm
Right.
not trying to hype you up.
True
It's
that.
facts,
True that.
right?
Hmm.
I've heard you sing, not trying to sing.
That's right.
You're just catching a vibe.
That's
So I
right.
know how good it sounds.
Yes. Thank you.
I know music, no vex, right? You they see all these people they blow.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
How did that feel to you? Because you're busting your ass because you had a goal of, I need to be able to not beg anyone to sign me,
That's right. That's
which
right.
holding with my, I don't know which hand I'm holding it with because I work with both.
Yeah.
All that stuff. How did you
Right.
really feel?
I mean, I felt. I mean, for me, I felt happy for them that it's really happening for them, really, first of all. But for me, I felt like, man, like I said earlier, I need to get back in the ring because not for anything else, but for um because music is something that has just like I said earlier, just being able to create sounds and stuff was something I love to do. So I felt like I needed to be back in it and just do it again and just feel, you know, there's a lot of things I want to say too, though, in music, a lot of things I want to express, right? And feeling like I'm not being able to express that, I want to come back into the ring to do it, so to speak. So that's really how I felt. You know what I mean? I was happy I'm happy for them cats.
I mean, we've been in the same space for almost 3, 4 hours
Yeah.
today alone,
Right.
right? And at every turn, there's always the woo, woo, woo. And you're just messing. You're just
Yeah.
hitting whatever you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
How often did you? This is reality. How
Right.
often did you have people tell you, "Oh, you should be a musician.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
you
yeah.
should do music.
Right.
Oh, you
Right.
should sing." And
Yeah.
how disgusting was that to you?
No, I feel you, man. I hear that a lot. Even when I was, all people, oh, you should be an American Idol. Oh, you should, yeah. I get that
Oh,
all the time.
did you ever
Uh,
go?
no, I never went, never
Did you
went.
ever try?
Never did. Never did. I never did because I just it wasn't the right time. I like to think that time and chance really happens to everything. So for me, I've just never thought that it's something that I wanted. Yeah, I was like, yeah, the idea sounded good, but because of one or two things, I had to work. I'm going to school. All these things. I'm like, okay, fine. I just don't have time to do that right now. So, but yeah, I feel like this is the best time to actually get back into it because I come with a lot of experience. I come with, a lot of energy, and to me, I'm running my own race. I'm like that horse in the racetrack with blinders on. I don't really look at what everybody else is doing or what, Baba Wiz Kid or anybody else is doing. Much respect to them, right? Because I'm doing it for the love of the music. So when you are actually creating and doing something you love, that's when gonna start getting the gratification and the much respect and even possibly the lift that you're looking for. But if you're coming in there for the money, and then you're chasing the money, you're chasing the hit, you're chasing, oh, it's got to be like this, it's got to be like that. But for me, I'm satisfied just being out there and being able to do what everybody else is doing and more.
Mm.
Is gratifying.
Sorry, let me just touch on the fact that of all the Nigerian artists in existence, you mentioned just Wizkid. Is that you saying, "Oh, that's your favorite," or is that saying, "Oh, his story is most inspiring to you," or whatever situation
Most
it is?
inspiring.
That's is
Yeah,
Wizkid.
yeah, most inspiring. Burner Boy,
Is Burna Boy the most inspiring, or Wizkid
both of
is?
them, both
Well,
of them.
they can't be, bro.
Is because they come from different backgrounds, anyways,
They
and
all do.
yeah, but the fact is, the recognition that we're getting right now, it's because of them. You know what I mean? Some of these men and women that I respect, they're getting these recognitions.
So who do you respect? Who do you listen to in Nigerian music
Mm,
industry slash business
right.
and Nigerian music existence?
Oh my
And
god,
say this guy is the guy.
man. So Burner Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Rema
You see,
is
you see, you see how I say. I say he's intelligent, so he's always, politically correct. Yeah, it's
But
like, oh, I
no,
love
but
them
seriously
all,
though, man. But
equally.
you know why? No, look at their voices though. I'm a voice person,
Yes. Okay.
texture of voice.
Okay.
David has a distinct texture of voice that is
Yes.
different, doesn't sound like anybody else.
Yes. So does every
Wiz,
human being.
well, no, there's people that sound alike though. That you can say, oh, well, it sounds like Mariah Carey, sounds like Beyonce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But well, that's how Beyonce sound. But it's other people that sounds like
Yeah,
her,
but
right?
there's like 70 billion people that sound like Whiskey.
Well, okay then. All right,
Not
But David though, who sounds like David?
almost nobody.
Exactly.
And
And
almost nobody sounds like Burna Boy.
no, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And
but Whiskey is your favorite, no?
oh, dude, he's one of my favorite cats out there.
He's one of. No, I
Yes.
thought he was
No,
your
no.
favorite
I said no.
because he's the only one you mentioned all through the entire
No, I
interview.
was gonna go through their names, but I mean, he's one of them.
Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
the
Because
man.
I mean, I seem to.
Yeah.
You could rewind the interview just for checks,
Oh, you got me.
You mentioned Whiskey and then you came back and said Baba to Whiskey's name,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Not by way
that's
the guy
certain
be.
level of
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
for him.
most definitely, man. I
Yeah.
mean, you gotta give honor and
So you're
respect to.
basically Whiskey FC.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the man. From a musical perspective, and what he's done. You gotta give honor to his due.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool. Cheers to 30 BG and outsiders. I deal with you now.
I'll drink to that.
All right. Now, this year, 2022,
Yes, sir.
between 2020 and 2022, the shift in terms of consumption of music,
Hmm.
attention span, the type of artists introduced,
Hmm.
tempo,
Yes,
tempo change, a whole lot has happened
that's right.
just in Nigerian music alone. And either we like it or not, Nigerian music decides quite a lot
That's right.
in terms of African creative space, whatever. Now, how have you been able to keep up within that time?
Hmm.
2020 pandemic
Right.
is messed up,
Yeah.
right? The big boys are mostly the ones earning the most because they're putting out stuff
No
consistently.
doubt.
Everyone's at home
Mhm.
digesting the closest to what they know,
True.
right?
Hmm.
Upcoming guys are not really getting as much love, even though people feel like, people had a lot of time to do whatever.
That's right.
Yeah. Then 2021, the world is open, everyone's readjusting,
Hmm.
still releasing music, different manner of approach
That's
in
right.
terms of publicity and stuff.
Hmm.
2022 is totally different.
True that.
70 billion new artists blowing up. Where are you in all of these?
Oh my god. Yeah. Um, it's like Tupac says, watching the world through his rear view mirror. Pretty much.
So you're
You
ahead
know.
of everyone? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you have to have that, futuristic, perspective, and then goes with what I said earlier, being able to be bendable with music, with sounds, and seeing how they relate to each other. And there's nothing that's being played now that hasn't been played before. There's always something. There's a mixture of something. What I mean by that, it came from somewhere. It didn't just come out of the blue. This give birth to this and give birth to that, and the mixture of this and this, come this, right? So being able to recognize those things, and again, if you're the kind of person that always wants to, you're bendable, you don't feel like you're there already, you're always sharpening your skill, you're listening to sound, and again, you're being true to your passion. You got to stay in your lane. What is that lane? Like you said, from a vocal perspective, right? Once it changes, you got to change with it. Sometimes you got to be the one to create the change, which is what I'm also looking forward to. But I think that comes with consistency, in the industry. So some of these changes we're seeing are people that have been consistent for a long time, and then something gives birth to that. And sometimes, though, I must add, just because you have a sound that's not accepted now, like those up and coming that you're talking about, doesn't mean that the sound is probably not good. It's just because it's not the time yet.
Yeah.
Because that same sound, 2 years, in the
Is
future,
your sound the time? Is it
yes,
this time?
this is it, bro. This is it. And if I keep being consistent like I am, which I'm always gonna be, that's all it takes. Hard work, consistency, and sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
Okay. Now, somewhere in my head, I felt you were going to put out an album this year. I don't know why. Maybe because we had a conversation and
Yeah.
somewhere in my head, I felt you were going to put out an album. Um, but then there was talks and EP and stuff.
Right, right,
So, talk to me about your 2022
right.
summary.
So 2022, I wanted to just come out with singles. I came out, with singles for one single for mothers, songs for mother, which is called Norma. I actually wrote the song for my mom. And then again, it became a song for all women to show appreciation for,
Yeah.
what they do, the hard work, mothers do, and women in general, that's not being recognized.
Yeah.
And then from there, went into, Malugo, um, another single, and then which was also a part of the whole EP that you spoke of, Goose and Gander, which had something for everybody. Goose and Gander EP, which did pretty well. Afterwards, with the song, another single. So I guess my point is I'm at the point in my career where I want to be doing singles and collaborations. From the time being, I believe that uh, album is a way to express yourself. You know, um, Not just from a musical perspective, but your life perspective. Political perspective, and all these things you want to talk about. It's really up to you how you want to weave it into your song, your music, right? So I really want to take my time because when I come out with it, I want people to hear it. I don't want to just make music so it can be just one of those things. Well, he can sing or like he got stuff. I want it to have a message and a direction, so to speak, right? And music can be healing or destructive, really. So I want to stay from a healing perspective. So, now we're going into election and stuff like that. I chose to just come out with happiness because my newest single. Because hey, I want people to be happy. Because it's very easy to just look at, oh man, things are going bad in Nigeria. We're not really getting it right. Our leaders, have been doing this and doing that, and there's all kinds of negativity going on. So, I want to be there to just put out something that people can just, when you think about that, you know that it is your business to be happy. You know what I mean? So that's it for me for now. Album's gonna come later on, but for now, singles, collaborations, and more singles. Hopefully in
All right.
2023, album will come in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my
Thank you
man.
so much, E
Thank you.
Major. As he said, the new record is called what?
Happiness.
Great. And it features whom?
It's just me.
Okay.
Yours truly.
And then sorry, I mixed it up. My bad.
Yeah.
There was a record with one called what's that called?
So the record I did with Wonderco was called Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You should hear that too. But honestly, it's about happiness.
Yes.
And as I always say on my page, if you follow me, yeah, it's more about reaching inner peace, all right, and also being able to um it's more about control of your mind.
That's right.
For me, I don't know
Mm.
about other people. It's more about the control of your mind and how you embrace or push away whatever negativity,
Mm.
positivity, or whatever feeling you
True.
have or whatever experience you come across.
Hmm.
Controlling your mind is the key to happiness, to be fair.
No
All
doubt.
right.
No
Thank you,
doubt.
sir.
Thank you.
Uncle, before you go, if you were to advise any I call them fast rising, they call them upcoming.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I call them fast rising artists. If you were to advise any fast rising artist, what would you say?
Man, I'm gonna say stay at it and stay on it. Stay at it and on it. You can't get anywhere without consistency, and it's not magic. Nobody gets it there through magic, or like they say, oh, just believe it, you shall have it. Well, that believe is supposed to cause you to do something. So when you believe something in your heart, that means, because whatever is in your heart is, what's gonna basically manifest like what you do. It's gonna affect what you do. So meaning you have to work hard, but you gotta believe and just kept, just keep at it, because you're not gonna get there. It's not a one shot thing or whatever. I mean, it requires, dexterity and perseverance. So my advice is just keep working at it, man, and keep being bendable. Learn, but know thyself, know yourself, know what you're capable of, and know where you're going. Have a blueprint, and stay at it. Don't compromise. And then you're gonna get there for sure.
And stay happy.
And stay happy.
My G.
My man.
All right, man, guys, make sure you go watch the live performance session. You would absolutely love it. Okay, it's happy and it's by E.
Sorry. Hi, this is E Major live at Echooroom. Please like,